2-year-old Colton Gelding Trotters lined up for the first stakes event of the Grand Circuit 2019. It's the Bluegrass Series, sponsored by Liveveld and Cats. Field of 7, they are on gate. And they are off and trotting. Back of the neck goes sprinting out early for Matthias Melander. S-Class left the gate quickly for Gingras. Gangster Hanover and Expectations both floating away from the far outside in search of early position as they make their way to the opening turn. Back of the neck, straight to the top here. It's back of the neck, who's already accelerated out to a 4-length lead. His stablemate Expectations is floating wide there. Second with S-Class, coming away close to the inside for Gingras third. Gangster Hanover settled into a fourth. The opening quarter was quick, 27-1 as they move on to the back stretch. It's a break of 3 lengths to Hobbs, who is trotting in the 5th spot for Tetrick. Stonefire US is 6th, and at the back, Hennessy AM. They move up the back stretch, back of the neck. On top here, he took all the action at 2-5. Expectations, the Kentucky Sire Stakes runner-up. Tracks from a second, so the Melander Tradies are 1-2 as they trot towards a half-mile mark. S-Class is following in third. Gangster Hanover begins to angle or edge to the outside from 4th for Svanstedt. The race pass a half here to quick 55-4. Matthias Melander in back of the neck, still on top as they trot onto the far turn. Sears and Expectations still enjoying the nice trip second with S-Class. We're about to get the inside of third. Gangster Hanover will have to do it first up. He begins to inch in as they trot around the far turn, and back of the neck is starting to get a bit of separation. He's now 2 on top with Gangster Hanover. Picking up the chase on the outside now second. Expectations gapping off a touch in a third, with Hobbs moving up in 4th. They trot off 3/4, 125-4. Gangster Hanover right up and alongside back of the neck, and it's Gangster Hanover who was quickly taking over the lead. The favorite back of the neck had no answer down at the inside. He tries to stay on second. Hobbs threads too late. Far outside that Stonefire US, but it's all Gangster Hanover brushed by and blew this field away. Gangster Hanover is opening up here as they come down to the finish. Gangster Hanover crosses the line in 152-3. Sharp effort from Gangster Hanover. Judges have posted the 6 Gangster Hanover 8-1 on top. Second of the 2 Stonefire US 97-1 in the runner-up spot. The big favorite back of the neck finished at 3rd. The one Hobbs was 4th. 6-2-5-1 superfecta order finish in the 4th. Gangster Hanover unleashes an impressive effort here this afternoon to take the first of three divisions of the Bluegrass Series, 152-3. Gangster Hanover just a second off for Walter's world record. Svanstedt, the trailer band driver. Co-owns of New Jersey along the SRF stable. Lighthouse Point, Florida. The Brittany Farms, Versailles, Kentucky. Gangster Hanover. Coast home across the Crawford Farms finish line. Returns trackside after the Diamond Creek Farm winners presentation. 2-year-old bay colt by Father Patrick from the Yankee Glidemare Global Desire. Bred by the Brittany Farms of Versailles. His third win and just his fifth career start. An easy victory here this afternoon, 152-3 for Gangster Hanover. And to learn a bit more about Gangster Hanover, shortly we'll sit it down trackside. Dave Brower standing by with Mr. George Siegel. Of course, Mr. George Siegel is Brittany Farms co-owners and breeders of the 6 Gangster Hanover 152-3, and we'll sit it downstairs to Dave Brower, now who is standing by.
Thank you very much, Gabe. An impressive victory this afternoon by Gangster Hanover. And the guy that we just spoke to a couple of minutes ago, Mr. George Siegel, not only co-owns this colt, but he also bred him. That's got to be extra special when you have one that you bred and you end up here in the winner's circle.
Extra special. We bought him in Harrisburg. Aki bought him for one of his owners, and I asked if I could come in for 25%, and he said yes.
Well, that was the best thing that ever happened to you that day, right?
It's the only horse I bought in Harrisburg.
The only horse that he bought in Harrisburg. Now,
I like the pedigree. I like the horse. My advisors helped me, and everything worked out fine.
Son of Father Patrick out of the Yankee Glidemare Global Desire. Looks like he was ready to go the second week of baby races here, but he was a little slow to come around. Sometimes it takes these horses a little while.
Absolutely, but normally they show their best right here.
Now, you've got a couple of trainers that you employ. Svanstedt has made such a splash here in North America, having another wonderful season. This is a real good horseman that can develop a champion.
Great trainer. Great trainer. He's got great horses that he's developed here. Six-pack, among others.
One of the 7, I think, you have entered racing today. So here's our first visit. What are our chances of having this conversation a little bit later on, too?
Well, I didn't breed the next one, but let's hope he wins.
All right, George Siegel, thanks so much. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Our first stakes event here at the Red Mile during Grand Circuit Meet, the Bluegrass Series, goes to Gangster Hanover.
Thanks a lot, Dave. And the price is up for the fourth race. Gangster Hanover going to return a very generous 8-1 here. He returns 18, 20, 940, and 420. The long shot Stonefire US was second, 30, 220, and 1140. Third of the 5 back of the deck. The favorite returns 210. Exacta was $404.20. The $1 trifecta, $627.40. And your 20-cent superfecta, $638.92. Official rundowns in for the fourth race. Hobbs was fourth. Number 2, Stonefire US second. 3, S-Class seventh. 4, Hennessy AMS fifth. 5 back of the deck third. Number 6, Gangster Hanover, the race winner. 7, Expectations was sixth. Rechecking time down 4.27.531 with 6 on the bottom. Gangster Hanover takes the first Grand Circuit stake at Lexington, 152-3. Fifth race up next. Our only change of this afternoon. Scratch 1 Mimi's Money in the upcoming fifth race. Again, take out number 1 in race 5.